There's no getting away from the fact that the last couple of weeks have been pretty crappy for crypto. Terra's collapse ranks as one of the biggest disasters to ever befall the industry. And look, a lot of people have lost a lot of money. Portfolios are down, the candles are red, and all the talk is of bears, and not the nice kind like Winnie the Pooh, Yogi, and Paddington. No, the sort of bears we're dealing with are more like the one Leonardo DiCaprio meets in The Revenant, and well, I mean, that little tango didn't end well, did it? Now, we've known that a bear market has been coming for a while. Some would argue that it began in November, while others, like myself, would say that Terra's collapse, well, it officially cut the ribbon on the bear market we are now undoubtedly in. And you don't need to have been in crypto long to know that bear markets are tough. Prices decline, it becomes way harder to make money, almost impossible. Optimism goes out of the window, and it can seem like the end has finally come, because trust me, I've been there. A lot of people who are new to crypto might be thinking that the game is up and the whole thing is going to zero. Many of the comments I've seen across social media are saying it's all one big scam that has finally collapsed. The party is over and we all need to go home and nurse one hell of a hangover. Well, I want to counter that with a few things that I've learnt during my time in this industry. First up, crypto bear markets are, well, they're nothing new. Crypto has so far obeyed a pretty predictable cycle with sustained periods of soaring growth and high prices, followed just as surely by periods of decline. Nothing can go up forever, and I would argue that this industry, it actually kind of needs a period of consolidation and correction. Many projects out there are overvalued. Many have attracted investment and attention that they don't deserve, and these will be shaken out over the coming months and possibly years. In the long term, this is a good thing because the quality will survive and it will become stronger. Now, the last bear market set in early 2018, shortly after Bitcoin had topped out just shy of 20k. And it lasted all the way through until 2020, when the combined effects of pandemic stimulus and the Bitcoin halving ushered in the bull market that has just ended. That period has since become known as crypto winter, and it was tough. It was a hard time to be in crypto. Few people were interested in it, plenty thought it was a scam, and there was often precious little to get excited about. I mean, imagine doing something like launching a crypto YouTube channel during that time, for instance. But beneath the snows of crypto winter, things were happening. Bitcoin and Ethereum continued to grow and develop, and other projects continued their work unnoticed, save by a few, and green shoots began to form. Stagnant prices meant few had the stomach to invest in crypto because it often felt like the good times were gone. But guess what? They weren't. In fact, it turned out that the bear market was perhaps one of the best things that could have happened to crypto. People like myself and many others were able to invest slowly, carefully, and methodically. Projects were able to build without the pressures of insane hype and expectation. And then, when the bulls returned in 2020, we were able to capitalize and make some gains that had seemed almost unthinkable in the years before. It turns out that crypto was just getting started. Now, no one knows how long this bear market could last, but I am preparing for a long period of pain. It could be 1 year, it could be 2, or perhaps longer. The next Bitcoin halving isn't until 2024, and there's a lot going to happen between now and then. Remember that this bear market is the result of things happening in the wider global economy: war, COVID, shortages, broken supply chains, and more. The collapse of Terra may be on everyone's mind at the moment, but in truth, it's just one part of a much bigger picture. All markets are suffering, and not just crypto. And prices could well fall further, and there's no guarantee that the bottom is in. So, the best thing to do now, it could just be nothing. Patience is key at times like this, and your focus should be on the long term, as in months and years from now. Now is not a time to trade. Now is a time to start doing the research and the work that will pay off a lot further down the line. Crypto is not going to zero, even though it might sometimes feel like that. Now, when the last bear market set in, the investors were mostly people like you and me. Institutions were almost nowhere to be seen. But just 4 years on, the picture could not be more different. Big money is flooding in, and these guys are also in it for the long term. So I'm going to leave you with this. As I was putting this video together, I got a message on Telegram on the ICO Analytics channel. It was announcing that A16Z, one of the biggest crypto investment firms out there, just announced a new fund for crypto and blockchain startups. The amount? $4.5 billion for startups. So, go on, hop it.